Guys, what is going on? Welcome back to camp. It is going to be an extremely hot day here. We're in the middle of a May heat wave and the bugs are terrible. I just got out of the car. I have the car running with the AC on. I just got out of the car. The bugs are terrible. It's super hot here. It's supposed to be around 32 degrees Celsius, around 36 with the Humidex. So that's probably up in 100 Fahrenheit. Yeah, so it's going to be a hot one. My son's with me. We're going to be spending the night here like usual. Probably won't get a lot of work done today because of the heat and the bugs. Just going to try to hide in the shade and stay cool. Maybe going to cut some branches around the pop-up camper roof and maybe get some water in the camper system to flush out the... man, I can't believe the bugs. Flush out the plumbing antifreeze, and other than that, just staying in the shade. So let's head down to camp and get things started. So I'm at the back of the camper here. I'm not going to start the fridge today. This system here gets so hot. On a good day, this thing gets really hot, so it's going to be like 36 with the Humidex, so I'm just going to use my cooler, not even start that up. As you can see, the lawn needs to be mowed, so a lot of work to be done. It's already long, so going to get the camper going here. There's the solar panel, at least that's getting a lot of, the batteries are getting charged for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this camper and get things set up. Oh, I forgot to mention that I'm going to be putting the awning up today. When it's hot like this, I put the awning out for shade and it keeps the sun off of the inside of the camper as well. I did a repair here with some pop rivets last year, still holding up. I'm really surprised. I have a video on my channel on repairing this. The thing completely just ripped off because it's just sewing on here, but these pop rivets worked out well, so. So you want to make sure that you put the awning down before you jack up the camper. That way there it's easier to put it up. Alright guys, get everything set up here, get everything wide open. That's the beauty of a pop-up camper. You can get 360 degrees of air. Well, I'll show you the awning out here. Try to get a shot from inside. This awning's the best, provides a lot of shade, and it's shading not only a place to sit in the shade, but it's shading the whole front here of the pop-up camper, so it's great to have. The bunk ends are going to take a beating with the sun, but that's okay. Anyway, got everything set up and just going to unpack and stay cool and stay in the shade. Just want to make sure also that you got yours tied down in case you get a strong wind or thunderstorm at night, you know. It's good to have that tied down because I've had it go over the top and it's a pain in the butt to get it back. So just make sure you tie it down, be safe. So a little worried that the stuff in here might get too hot. I'm gonna check it out here. All the canned food and everything. Let's see. No, it's not that bad. It still feels pretty cold. All right, that's a good sign. Check out the drinks over here as well. Let's see. No, not too bad. They're not hot at all. I mean, they're not cold, but they're not hot where something bad would happen. So even with the heat we've been having outside, everything's okay. while I'm here, I'm gonna check on the battery, see how they're doing. Okay, and you see we got a full charge on the full charge, and the everything seems to be good. All right, guys, I'm gonna get the water in the system here. First, I'm gonna rinse out the plumbing antifreeze that was there during the winter. Pretty simple setup. It's just a 2x4 with a piece of plywood for the jug. I'm lucky enough I have water around here. If not, you got to lug it with you. I used to have a funnel with a hose, but the hose kept falling in, and it was just really hard to hook up here. So I have one of these funnels, and it has a really long neck on it, if you want to call it. And then you just open this up, open up your jug here, and that's going to, I mean, you're going to lose a little bit of it. Here, I'll push it ahead a bit. And then I'm going to get underneath and open up the reservoir, the cap, so all the plumbing antifreeze can come out, and then we're going to run it through the system. If you do have a galley like this, you're going to want to make sure you put it on the left-hand side of the galley. If you try to put it here, it doesn't work, so. So that is the plumbing antifreeze that came down from the pump when I was putting it through the system. So I'll let that empty out and then start running the fresh water through it. Not going to let it run too long because I'm going to drain most of it out through the tap inside. So I'm going to put the cover on and fill up the reservoir and then start pumping. Okay, we're inside the camper here, so I'm going to take off the filter. Make sure that's all clean inside. There's a little gunk in there. Then we're going to head over here, and there's the switch for the pump. Alright, so turning on the pump, then priming the pump here with this bottle of water. Okay, so the pump stopped. That means that the whole system is primed. So I get the filter back on here. Now we're going to head back over to the sink. I have this bucket in here because my drain is broke. And as you can see under there, drain is broke. I'm going to take that off, fix it next weekend probably. So here we go. This one here, water tank on this side. You can see there's a lot of plumbing antifreeze in there. So we'll let that run until we get all this plumbing antifreeze out. Okay, so the water's still pink, and now the pump is not primed anymore, so it means I ran out of water in the reservoir. So I'm going to go drain out the reservoir again, fill it up again, and then it should be okay. So while the jug is filling up for the reservoir in the camper, the spout is something wrong with it. It's not running. It's definitely not dry, I don't think, anyway. Yeah, hopefully it's not, but it usually gets blocked up at the top of the hill, so let's take a walk up there and see if we can see what the problem is. So much for taking it easy today in the heat, but you got to get things done or else they pile up. And not having water is a big issue, so anyway, it's not that bad of a walk. So we're at the top here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but when you see mucky here, it means it's probably clogged up here and dripping out. Yeah, I think I can see it from here. Yeah, here. That's the issue. It always gets clogged here. I mean, I'm at the top of the spring and the pipe is not even in the spring. So that explains everything. So we'll get that all fixed up and then we should have water down the spout. All right, guys, got the hose back in. So just got to head down and empty the, unblock the hose as I go down. We should be good to go. All right, so down here at the spout, it's running again. So another job completed. Just waiting for the jug to fill up to finish up the camper reservoir. And like I said, so much for sitting around relaxing in the shade, but you know, things need to get done around here, and that's just the way it is. So, but you know, it's not that bad. It's you know, there are some shaded areas with the trees and toad. There are some shaded areas in the trees, and there's a nice little breeze, so it's not too bad. So, all right, so we are back inside. I don't think we have to prime the pump again. Let's see here. Turn it on. See if it stops. And probably gonna have to prime it again. All right, guys, I got it primed. It took a while, I'm not sure, but you just keep feeding water in this thing until the pump stops. I put about 3 liters of water through it before it stopped, so not really sure what the issue was there. But all right, so now we'll go over here, let the water run. That should be get all the air out of the system, and it should be a little bit clearer as well. There we go. You can really hear it taking out of the tank too. And still got a full charge of batteries. All right, guys, I'm pretty happy with that. So next weekend I'm going to fix this drain, but I got this flowing. I had a lot of trouble priming this pump. I don't know why. Maybe it's just getting older and has a little bit of trouble, but yeah. And I'm, you know, just to show you how easy it is on the batteries. I still got a full charge, of course, still sunny outside. So I was just doing a temperature check here, 31.6 inside, and outside 28.4. But keep in mind, 7 days ago we were here with the heat on, so that's how fast it changes in a week. All right, guys, just hanging out in the shade here. It has been a very hot, very exhausting day as usual. Even, you know, every day I say I'm not going to do things, I do things because that's just who I am. I can't sit around anyway. We just do a little bit at a time and take breaks in between, that's all. But it's nice to sit here in the shade now. I don't even know what time it is. Maybe 3 o'clock? Anyway, you know what they say, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Today I have a Pabst Blue Ribbon. Gonna try to find that toad after. Right, cheers, wherever you are, guys. That is tasty. Yeah, so got a lot of things done. Got the camper fully prepped now. Got the water done. I mean, there's always little things to do on it, but when you get the water in the system and the tank filled up, then you know you're pretty well good to go. Definitely not going to need the heat anymore unless the weather changes drastically, so that's a good thing too. Yeah, so I'm just going to hang out here by the pond, have my beer, and I guess I'll see you guys at supper and a small fire. Nothing huge, just a small fire. So stay tuned for that. Oh, I can eat all that. You guys are gonna laugh, but leftover fried up spaghetti in a pan is delicious. Give it a try if you haven't. So I'm gonna try some right now. I am famished. Very good. So my son and I are eating supper, and we're gonna have just a small fire after. Probably hit the hay, or at least go inside early. We had a big day. It's been hot. So we're gonna finish up our supper, and we'll see you at the fire. All right, guys. I've been listening to some hockey, playoff hockey on the Sirius satellite radio. I'll show you here. If you can see it, there you go. So stayed up a little bit later than I wanted to, but that's okay. It was a pretty good day. I think it's starting to rain. We're supposed to get a lot of rain in the next couple of days, so yeah, it's definitely raining right now. So it's going to cool things down and break the humidity, which is a good thing because it's really bad. So I will see you guys in the morning. I'm going in for breakfast with meeting my wife and my in-laws at a restaurant. My son is asleep right now, but other than that, it was a good day. So we'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning, guys. It's definitely raining out a lot. Got the awning here. This side is a little bit lower, so the rain can come off. But as you can see, it's a little bit different from yesterday. Yesterday was really hot and humid. Now it's cooled off quite a bit, and it's raining really hard. So overall, a good night. Had a good sleep. Feels good to be camping again. So got everything set up in the pop-up pretty well. I usually take it down every time I leave here, but now that it's raining and everything's soaking wet, I'm going to leave it up. I actually want to leave it up. I'm just worried about the UV eating the vinyl, but I got some tarps over the bunk ends to protect it from the UV. So anyway, yeah, because it's really annoying putting it up and down every weekend. So, but anyway, we'll see how it goes from here. Alright guys, I'm going to end the video there, and until next time.